The learnings of Nishmas Etta Ahuva Basak Maseches Nazir Perik Beis Mishna Tes Harini Nazir the Nazir l'chishiyeli ben. Someone says, I am going to be a Nazir, which Stam Naziris is for 30 days, so he accepts upon himself 30 days of Naziris, and then he also says, I want to be a Nazir when I have a son. So he's accepting upon himself another 30 days of Naziris, and that 30 days will only start once he has a son. So what happened? He started doing his Naziris first, and now he has a son. So now he has his chiyuv to do his second set of shloshim. Since he first said Harini Nazir, and then only afterwards did he say Nazir l'chishiyeli ben, so he could continue his Naziris, his 30 days. After his 30 days, he's megaleach, and he brings a carbon. And after that, he counts the Naziris for his son, and he brings another carbon and is megaleach after that. But if he said Harini Nazir l'chishiyeli ben vin Nazir, first he said, I want to be makabel the Naziris of when I have my son, and then afterwards he says he wants to be makabel his regular Naziris. So since the order was the opposite order, he started counting his own Naziris first because he didn't have a son yet, so he's doing the right thing. But then, he has a son in the middle of these 30 days, before the 30 days is up. So now he has to stop. He has to pause his own Naziris. So let's say he counted 10 days of his own Naziris. He pauses his own Naziris. Then he counts 30 days for the Naziris because of the Naziris he was mekabel when he has a son. And now, the remaining 20 days of his own Naziris he could count now. And he's not megaleach until the end for both Naziris. At the end, he'll be megaleach for both, and he'll bring two sets of karbonas, one for the Naziris of Shaloi and one for Naziris of Benai. So it turns out that his own Naziris was split. Before the Naziris of Benai, he did 10 days, let's say, in our example, and after the 30 days of Naziris Benai, he did the remaining 20 days. Just a gishmaka halacha, the Gemara says, not really directly related to the Mishnah, but the Gemara says, let's say he became tamei during the Naziris of his benoi. So it's a machlekes Rabbi Yochanan and Reish Lakish. Rabbi Yochanan says it's seiser his Naziris also. Reish Lakish says that it's not seiser his Naziris. But let's say he became tamei after he finished the Naziris of benoi, so then Taisa speaks out that the Naziris of Benoi is not affected, that he didn't become tummy during those Naziris, but his own Naziris is affected. That means the last 20 days he became a Nazir, he became tummy during that last 20 days of Naziris. Since he became tummy, he loses those 20 days. What about the first 10 days that he started in the beginning? Does he lose those days or not? So that's a machlekes, Rambam and Raiva, and Rikiv Eger brings down this machlekes in the Mishnayos on the side. Mishna Yud, Harini Nazir l'chishiyeli ben. Let's say he's mekabel Naziris when he has a son. So similar to last Mishnah. But over here, instead of saying Nazir, regular Naziris of Lamed Yoyim, his second Naziris is a Nazir Mei Yoyim. He wants to become a Naziris for 100 days. So Noiloi ben ad shivim loyhiv sekum. If he has a ben within the 70 days of the 100 days, so then it's like we had in the last Mishnah, that he's going to wind up splitting up his own Naziris. So let's say day 60 he had a son, so the first 60 days is going to be for his Naziris Meya that he was mekabel on himself. Then he'll do 30 days for the Naziris of his son, and then he'll do the remaining 40 days after the Naziris of his son. And he's not going to lose out any days. But la'achar shivim, but if he only had the son after 70 days, so then it's only remaining left in his own Naziris less than 30 days, then Seiser Shivim, he's going to lose all the days that he did towards his Naziris. She'ein taglachas pachos mishleishim yoyim, because the halacha is when he restarts his Naziris, there have to be at least 30 days remaining. And over here we're talking about he was megaleach for the Naziris benai. So now, and he's going to be remaining now with less than 30 days. So he can't have a Naziris of less than 30 days. So he's going to have to do again the whole 100 days. The Taisus Yantiv brings down a girsa that says Seiser ad shivim, that he's only Seiser the days that he did over 70. So in other words, as long as he's just going to have to do another 30 days, he's not going to have to do over another 100 days.